Hey, what's up everyone? Dennis. In case you couldn't tell, I got a different kit in front of me. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why I already upgraded the actual core of my drum kit and some of the mistakes that I made early on and why I'm correcting them now. So if you're thinking about buying a new kit or thinking about getting into learning drumming and you don't know which ones to get, I don't have all the answers. I am brand new at this too, but I can tell you some of the things that I figured out already on this short journey I've been on. And if that's something you think you may be interested in, well, let's talk about it. Hey, what's up? All right. So I wanted to step away from the kit and come over here where we can sit down and have a conversation. So yes, I upgraded the drum kit already. And you've got questions, I hope. Why the hell did I do it? What did I upgrade to? What led me to do it? Several things. So since I've started trying to learn, starting at 55 years old, first thing I did, I went and I bought a complete 5-piece kit, including hardware from, well, I'm not going to say the name of the company, but it's one of those big ones online. I mean, don't get me wrong, great company, great equipment. The first mistake that I made was I think I bought a complete kit. I figured that's all I need to learn. Now, with that said, if you're younger and you're not sure whether or not you want to play drums, maybe that is the right way to go. But I personally, I don't think so. I mean, there's probably a place for those in the sphere, but the quality of the bottom line entry-level kits from any of them, Mapex, Pearl, Tama, any of them, they went downhill. Let's be honest, as everything has. It's the quality's garbage. The snare would not tune, it just would not get in tune. The drum sounds were bad. I ended up right off the bat, I replaced the pedal with the Iron Cobra 900 because the stock pedal that came with it was garbage. It was a wet noodle. I replaced the heads, even though they were Remo heads, by Mapex. They were the cheapest heads you can get, like anything stock. So I already replaced the heads right off the bat. The cymbals were garbage, replaced those. That left the shells. And tuning became a nightmare with it. They weren't staying tuned, they weren't staying consistent. The sound overall wasn't that great, especially with the snare itself. So I was fighting, is it me, my technique, or is it the hardware, is it the kit? And I figured out at the end of it all, it was more than likely the kit at that moment. And then moving forward, having a better kit is going to help me determine whether or not it's the kit. It's not. It's my technique. But it gets that doubt out of my head. With that said, that's why I suggest if you're going to get into drumming and you're pretty serious that you want to do it, either hit the local, marketplaces, music go-around, even guitar singers used, look online. See what you can get, even in just a 4 or 5 piece, depending on what you're learning to play, used. Just the shell pack. Play around with pedals. See which pedal you're going to like the best. And then add the hardware you need as you go. Now, I'm not saying you've got to go top of the line on all the hardware either. No. But anything's better than the stock stuff that comes with a pre-made, put-together 5-piece kit and hardware. With that said, what did I upgrade to? I found a really beautiful Gretsch Catalina Birch 5-piece set. And it's beautiful, as you saw in the picture, and it's also been in the thumbnail. I will try to get better shots of it at some point set up. It sounds amazing. The only thing I did, I kept the heads off my old Mapex, and I put them back on here. It came with Evans heads, but they were well used, well played. So I put the Evans G2 coated back on all the toms. Replaced the snare reso side with the Hazy 300, and then the Evans heavyweight head on that. The only head I could not use was the floor tom because my Mapex kit had a 16-inch by 16-inch floor tom. This one is a 14-inch. So I had to go back out to Guitar Center today and pick up a 14-inch head, which was not a big deal. And that is where I bought the kit from too. I traded in my Mapex to a Guitar Center for credit towards the Catalina Birch. I think I've got a great deal on it, and I even managed to have them throw me in a set of little mallets so I can use those when tuning instead of the hard end. So great deal. I'm very happy with it, and I'm very happy with the kit. But going back to the reasons why, I replaced almost all the hardware right off the bat because I could tell it was not going to work long term. It did not work for me in the short term. The pedal was the biggest one. For sound was the heads on it. The cymbals, no, the hardware, it's doable. It's still decent. But, sorry for the pause. I would have been better off just buying a used shell kit online, either from a company like Guitar Center or Music Go Round, which if you're in the Midwest area at all, the one in Kenosha, Wisconsin, amazing people in there. Go talk to them if you need anything, need to trade anything in. Go see them, great people. And then adding the hardware I needed. You can buy complete hardware kits of cymbal stands and hi-hat stand, relatively inexpensive to get your foot in the door, with still better than the stock stuff that comes with a kit. Because I know, as I've said now, moving forward, it's going to be me. It's not going to be the equipment. It's going to be me. And I've already noticed a massive difference in sound, consistency with any of it, and the tuning capabilities of it. One thing they never stress to you enough, how difficult a cheap shell kit is to tune. You have minute variances in it to keep it in tune and get it there. Whereas your intermediate, and I've never had my hands on a really great high-end kit, but I can only imagine exponentially they are that much better because this kit, it is much more forgiving in tune. So yeah, that's why I bought a new kit already and kind of replaced everything except for, well, two cymbal stands and one crash, just because I haven't picked up a ride yet to replace it. But yeah, that's it. The biggest lessons: don't buy a new entry-level kit. If you can afford it and you're dead serious about playing and you know you're going to stick with it, buy an intermediate level kit to begin with if you're going to buy an all-in-one kit. But generally, when you get into those, you're not getting the hardware with them. You're getting the shell kit itself because they expect you to want to put the hardware that you want. But I implore you, go that route. One, you're going to start off better than you would with this low-end intermediate kit. And two, you're still going to have some resale value on it when you do decide if you want to upgrade it or get out of it. What Guitar Center gave me for it was probably about what I would got if I tried to sell it online. And let's be honest, it was probably a quarter of what I paid for it 3 months ago. So did I take a bath on that? Maybe, but I got a great deal on it, the Gretsch kit, so I call it a win for me. But that's the biggest reason. Even if you decide then not to stick with it, you're going to have something of value still that you can either trade up with or sell and get most of your money back. When you start with an entry-level kit, it's almost a disposable kit. And instead of selling it, which I contemplated doing, depending on how much they gave me for it, was just going to sit in the back corner as a prop. But that's my 2 cents for whatever they're worth. I've got to get back to practicing now and get some practice videos up. But let me know if you guys have ever bought a kit and what your experiences were with the low-level, entry-level kits. Or if you bought one of those 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and then you bought another one, if you see them today, how's the quality been different from it? Or if you've gone down this path before, what advice would you give to someone like me or some of my viewers? Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. And again, thanks for watching. Journey still continuing on and trying to get better at everything a little bit every day. Go beat something, preferably a set of drums. Thank you. You're still here? What do you? Oh, yeah, also, get some books. They're great. Now get out of here.